Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today on another episode of our relationship series called While You're Single. Today, I want to talk about engaging intentionally, being intentional about your engagements with people, finding your caravan. What do I mean? Well, first of all, let's take a look at it. If you find yourself always running into people or finding yourselves in situations, then you might be running around without a sense of purpose. You see, because if you have purpose, you'd be very intentional about the places you find yourselves and the people you find yourselves with or around because you have an objective, you have a purpose. It's important to always be clear about your objectives and what you want to achieve. Here's how this could be very beneficial to you. In the old days, people would often travel between towns and cities or country to country, often passing through these long, isolated roads. And it wasn't uncommon for them to link up with other travelers who were heading in the same direction or going to the same destination, and they would form a caravan of sorts. Now, these caravans offered several things. One of the things was protection, strength in numbers. Bandits were less likely to attack large groups of people than they were to attack isolated travelers traveling alone. It also provided directional focus. Everybody heading in the same direction, individuals were less likely to go off on a tangent on their own once they were in the group because everybody was heading in the same direction. Traveling in a group also offered companionship and reprieve from the isolation of traveling by yourself. Some of those journeys could get quite lonely if you're on your own. Every caravan has different types of people who join in on that journey, but most basic character groups are the leaders and the followers. A caravan leader typically has traveled the road before and knows the routes very well. He knows where to stop and to rest. He knows where to get supplies. He knows places to get good food. He knows places that are safe to sleep. And he knows the appropriate pace for the group to be moving in to make good time. But then you also have followers. And while followers, just like you, come from different backgrounds, they have different experiences, different abilities, different talents, and so on and so forth, which they also bring to the group. So in that same group, you may have musicians, you may have artists, you may have blacksmiths, you may have hunters, and so on and so forth. And everybody plays a role. They bring their own thing into the group, and that really adds a lot of dynamics to the group. As much as you can learn from the leaders in these groups on this journey, you can also learn from the peers in these groups on this journey. But one thing that everybody shares in common is that they have a unified focus. They're all heading in the same direction, going the same way. This is why it's important to be intentional about your engagements with people, because who you spend your time with and who constitutes your circle or your caravan determines the direction you're heading in. And if the people you're surrounded by are heading in a different direction from you, then you're in the wrong caravan. Anyway, that's it for today. Enjoy your week, enjoy your weekend, have a great day. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be inspired.